we talking about? We're talking about what? We're talking about sneakers?
You're talking about what? You're talking about what? You're talking about what?
Footwear?
We are.
Sneakers?
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about sneakers?
I'm a sneaker guy.
I know you are.
Big one.
And
Big one. Little one. I like all the sneakers.
You're wearing some really cool ones today.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. Those are Jordans, are they?
These are the Jordan 3s.
Jordan 3s.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you have the ones and the 2s?
No. Because, okay, so this is what we started to talk about. Like, there's a price threshold.
Yes.
Right? You know, a new pair of Jordan 3s. I mean, a new pair of Jordans.
Okay.
The 3s are ancient. But
okay.
a new pair of Jordans could run you a ton of money.
Yeah.
Right?
You said like $400.
Some of them.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
300, 400, 500.
That's crazy.
For some of the colorways and some of the... Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you have a threshold that is like poverty level. and if I may say...
Some people probably pay what my threshold is for socks. Not sneakers. You know what I
mean? Wait, what's your threshold for socks?
Oh, I don't really have one.
No, your threshold for sneakers is low.
Yeah, $60. I will not pay more than $60 for a pair of sneakers.
And it's reflected in the blandness of your sneaker. And that's fine. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with it.
I am. I am built for comfort, not for fashion. That's just the way I am.
Those look like comfortable shoes.
That's just the way I am. And I don't really, like, as long as my shoes are comfy and like not hideous. That's kind of like the threshold for me. Like if they're plain, that's fine. Like if nobody notices my sneakers, I'm fine with that.
You like sneakers like you like your baselines.
Yes.
Like you like them to do their job, but not be noticeable necessarily.
Yeah, I don't really need to be complimented on my sneakers. I did that in 8th grade.
Well, it's not the compliment I'm after.
What are you after?
It's the assurance that everybody who sees me in my sneakers goes like, "Oh, cool guy." I get it.
So when
they don't do that with you. Like I'm like, no offense, but you're wearing the grayest run-of-the-mill Nike
they're pretty gray
that anyone's ever made.
Well, you would like these because these are made from recycled materials.
I do like that.
So
I do like that.
Yeah.
But you know, put a little pepper in that gumbo. You know, throw a little something exciting on that. A splash of something.
I want sneakers where somebody looks at my sneakers, and then thinks to themselves, "Old guy." That's what I'm going for.
Mission accomplished, my friend. You're right there. You're in the wheelhouse. That's it. Make yourself comfy. You've arrived.
Too late.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Good.
It's perfect.
Well, welcome everyone to Confidentially Walking.
A better way to go broke on your footwear.
And since we were talking about the Jordan 3s, it's interesting because this episode is all about a threesome.
What?
Having a threesome. Being part of a threesome. No. So we noticed, just because we watched LA Confidential a lot.
We noticed some things.
Yeah. One of the things we've noticed is that there happen to be like 3 sort of protagonists or heroes.
Yeah, we've gotten into this briefly.
Yeah, we
Here
have.
and there.
You got your Ed Exley.
Yeah.
Got your Bud White.
Yeah.
Got your Jack Vincennes.
Jackie V.
And they sort of share the role of protagonist across the movie.
According to many.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe not according to you.
Well, we'll get into that.
I have no doubt.
And we also noticed that there are other movies, believe it or not, who have maybe a similar protagonistic setup.
Protagonistic? Thank
you very much.
I like it.
Well, buddy. You can say antagonistic, can't you?
So
why can't you say protagonistic?
No, you can. I'm applauding you.
That's what
go right to defense mode.
That's what comfy shoes do for a man. They release the brain. They release the brain to think of new adjectives.
Well, you could say antagonistic. What's the problem? I said it. I was complimenting you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So there are other movies where there's possibly a threesome of protagonists, and we wanted to kind of walk through some of them.
And we made a list.
We sure did.
Like we often do.
In fact, we made 2 competing lists.
2 completely disparate lists, if you're asking me.
Yeah, we don't know for sure because we don't share them with each other before these things.
No.
And then we just discover what the hell is going on. And
That's right.
We just bumble through it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're planning to do now, and kind of talk about the structure of how the protagonists work in those movies, compare it maybe to our movie, LA Confidential.
Yeah, our aim is to do a little comparison there and like actually to figure out is there such a movie with a trio of equal protagonists?
Right, or is
there always a dominant protagonist
Right.
and some supporting protagonists?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is our aim.
Which is both approaches, just to be clear, are fine.
Valid.
Right? We're not saying that there's
Fine.
anything wrong with one or the other.
That's right.
Whatever the story requires is what you do. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Forget about the books that you read that said you have to have a single protagonist or a hero. Throw that out the window.
Don't mean nothing.
Right. You can share that role of protagonist across multiple characters in your film.
Don't mean nothing.
That's right. Don't mean nothing.
6 foot nothing. 100 and nothing.
What is that?
That's from Rudy.
Oh,
That's
Rudy.
Charles S. Dutton and Rudy.
Oh, I love
6
Charles
foot
S. Dutton.
nothing. 100 and nothing. Look at what you done. It's great. Sorry.
And while you were doing that Charles S. Dutton impression, I was just writing down another movie that I thought of. That
You got
has-
another one that you entered as we were like live,
Yeah.
like live.
Yeah, I did that.
Damn.
Yeah, because it was in my mind from before, and I didn't have it on my list.
Maybe there is something to boring ass sneakers.
I'm telling you. It's either that or vegan chocolate chip muffins. One of the two things are causing me to be
You've
really
been served plenty of.
graciously served by my co-host.
Happy to do it.
Thank you. All right. So do you have one you want to kick us off?
You want me to
with?
kick it off?
Like a good like a classic?
Yeah.
Do you have like one
I
that's
think this would be considered a classic,
perfect?
right?
Do it.
The Big Lebowski.
There you go. That's perfect.
Right?
Exactly. One of the ones that people look at all the time to say, yes, there's three.
Look at these three.
Three guys, a trio of guys up against the world.
I'll be the first one to admit that the dude seems like the protagonist.
Correct.
But there's an argument to be made.
Sure, you could make an argument.
Right?
It would be wrong because the dude is clearly the protagonist.
Well,
but
Walter and Donnie, they're there.
they are, and
They're along for the ride.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I would go with Walter sharing the protagonist role, but unfortunately, I think Donnie's where it drags it down into other territory. But
Fair enough.
for sure.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we got the dude, we got Walter, and we got Donnie.
Donnie.
So, but we both agree, I think, that the dude probably is the one who the story is actually about.
Yeah.
But like, how do we determine that, right? Like, do you have any criteria used to look at this and say, okay, who is the actual of these three? If
Yeah.
we have multiple protagonists, who's like the one who seems to be leading the way more than others?
Sure. The dude.
Yeah, but based on like, how do you decide it's the dude? for
Well,
example?
I mean, it's who you spent the most time with. It's who you understand the deepest.
Okay.
It's who is at the forefront of the arc of the story. You know, it's who's leading the charge in terms of the direction.
Yeah, like
of
who's
the story.
Who's making the decisions that change the outcome of the story, maybe more than others.
Exactly.
Right, that kind of thing. I also look at like who changes the most in the story. So from beginning to the end, the protagonist is usually the person who goes through the most change.
Right.
In the story. Not
Right.
always, like superhero movies don't necessarily have that all the time.
Right.
But for the most part, that's true, that the hero usually goes through the most change of anybody.
Yeah.
And I think that the dude doesn't change all that much. in that movie.
No, not much.
No, and Walter doesn't change at all.
Nope.
And Donnie really doesn't either. But that's sort of the fun of that movie.
That's the fun. Yeah.
The protagonist is also the one who wants something, right? Who's going after a goal.
Definitely.
And the dude is clearly the one who wants to get his rug back.
He's got to get his rug back.
Tied the whole room together.
That's right. And Walter shares in that
He does.
dream, but it's not his dream.
But Walter does take action that changes the course of the story.
Definitely.
And so that's why I would kind of include him more in the protagonist. Whereas
Definitely.
Donnie doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
But no offense to Donnie. We love Donnie.
Yeah, totally. Totally. I don't know if this is on your list. I don't mean to jump ahead, but
Go
like,
ahead.
Oh Brother is another Joel and Ethan thing. And
Yep.
it's sort of the same thing. Like, there's three of them.
Right.
One of them is clearly leading the way. There's an argument to be made for a second. And then the third one's kind of like, yeah, it's probably not his story.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
They're like descending importance.
Exactly.
In those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the George Clooney character, of course.
Right.
in
Clearly,
Oh Brother.
right.
Clearly, the story is about him.
About him.
Yeah, and the other two are more
But then
like
you have
allies.
Totoro, who has his own story, and he's like kind of running through that as well.
Yeah, and he sort of changes the course of the story a little bit.
Exactly.
So can take up the mantle of the protagonist from time to time, let's say. Like what happens in our movie in LA Confidential. That's the way I see it.
Right.
I see one character leading the way, but the other two do from time to time take on the mantle of the protagonist and be a force of change throughout the story and that kind of thing. So
I disagree with you here, as you know.
Yes.
I think of all the movies, the closest anyone ever got to like a trio of shared importance protagonists is LA Confidential.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty close.
Yeah. I think it's as close as you get.
It's up there for sure.
Yeah.
I have one or two maybe that kind of may come close.
Well, you
as
have
well.
those sneakers, so you're obviously going to think this through better than me. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear one of them.
Well, here's one that has a clear trio of people up against the negative force of the antagonist.
Right on.
And this movie is Jaws.
Jaws.
So you got Chief Brody.
You do.
Played by the great, what's his face? And then, come on.
You didn't write this down?
No, I just wrote the character names. But everybody knows it's Roy Scheider, of course. So
Of course.
And then Hooper, the young lad played by, say it.
Go ahead.
No, I can't think of it.
No, you.
I can't think of it.
Are you talking about Dreyfus?
Dreyfus,
Yeah.
thank you, Richard Dreyfus.
Yeah.
And then Quint, of course, played by the great Robert Shaw.
You knew that one.
I love
That
Robert
one you
Shaw.
had in your back pocket.
I love Robert Shaw.
Yeah.
And those three, while the story is clearly about Chief Brody,
Yeah.
because he's, like you said, the characters we sort of follow along, right? And he's also the one who goes through the most change. Because
Right.
At the beginning of the movie, he hates going in the water, won't go in the water, won't go any near the water.
Right.
At the end of the movie, is just happily swimming back to shore with Richard Dreyfuss. So happily,
Yeah.
not really all that freaked out about being in the water anymore.
Nope.
He's conquered that fear.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But at other times in the movie, both Quint and Hooper sort of take on the mantle of protagonist and do stuff to cause change where he's not able to do that, like because of his fear of the water, and the shark is like a little too much for him before he gets to the point where he's able to take it on. You know, Quint and Hooper kind of step forward and assume the role of the protagonist from time to time.
Right.
So that's the way I think of it. Is very similar to our movie.
In that there's like a shared picking up of the mantle at different times throughout the story.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds right.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, Jaws definitely does that.
Yeah.
I would say.
For sure. Yeah. I'm good. I'm glad I think we're getting closer to agreeing.
I got a fun little Richard Dreyfuss story.
Oh, tell me.
If you got that.
Yeah.
Also, maybe we think about seeing where old Richie Dreyfuss fits in.
All right.
Who would they play? Who would they play? Ricky Jay, Tina Fey, Marvin Gaye, and F.M. Ray. Who would they play? Who would they play? Roger Moore, Zsa Gabor, Pauly Shore, Tupac Shakur. Who would they play? Who would they play? Who would they play?
All right, tell your story
This
first.
is a tough one. I'm going to preface this by that, but
I think it's a tough one.
apparently when they were shooting Close Encounters, there was lots of Jaws talk on the set of that movie.
Okay.
This is the next one coming up, and they're like prepping for it, and and there were like people being talked about as who would play the Dreyfuss character, Dreyfuss role. And apparently, like Richard Dreyfuss daily was just lobbying for himself. Like he would poke his head into an office where Spielberg was and be like, "I hear Nicholson's an asshole. You don't want to work with Nicholson." Like all that stuff. And I just imagined like a tiny little Richard Dreyfuss just popping up out of desks, out of vases, like just like, "How about me for Jaws? I look pretty good on a boat." You know, like
just handing his headshot.
He's like, "You know me, you love me. I'm Richard Dreyfuss." I love that story, and it worked out for him. He was great in Jaws. He was in Jaws. And he was great in it.
He's great in both the movies, actually.
That's right.
He's really great. Yeah. That's fun. I love that. Yeah, and I could totally see him doing that.
I could
course.
too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also fun to imagine Nicholson in Jaws. That would have been pretty cool.
As Hooper, especially.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is tough to imagine.
It is.
Yeah.
But fun.
But fun.
But fun.
Almost as tough as
But fun?
almost almost as tough as imagining where we put Richard Dreyfuss in L.A. Confidential.
Really hard.
I've got one.
I have one too, but it's beneath a Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay. Well, I mean, there are no small roles, right? And he is a small actor.
He's a short actor.
So yeah,
for sure.
Why don't we
Yeah.
go for it? Yeah, mine is smaller, on the smaller side too, for sure.
You want to go first?
Sure. So I was looking at Ellis Lowe.
Ellis Lowe.
There
Yeah,
you
me
go.
too.
Perfect.
Me
Okay,
too.
good,
Why
yeah.
does that make sense?
I could really see him in that scene.
Yeah.
That we just did.
The one that we did
through.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks ago,
Same.
where he's sitting there and he's like,
Oh, right. A couple weeks ago.
"You were seen striking the Mexican Ezekiel Garcia."
Yeah.
You know, I could totally see him doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
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 Sharp kid.
Yeah, there you go.
Or whatever.
Bright kid.
Dreyfuss would kill that.
He would. Yeah, he'd be really good.
All right.
And maybe it's because Rifkin is kind of short too. So maybe we're just putting short guys in that role. I don't know, but
Well, yeah. That
but it
seems to
fits.
work.
It does work.
It's Napoleonic. They're kind of like
Easy to dangle out a window. You know,
Russell Crowe could dangle Richard Dreyfuss out a window with one arm. Like, not even a problem.
that's right.
Not even a problem.
That's right.
You know?
He'd be great in that scene too. Actually,
He'd be great.
Yeah,
Better than Rifkin,
yeah,
for sure.
Telling about how he invented the good cop, bad cop
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be fantastic.
All right, we did it.
And it elevates the role of Ellis Lowe because we got somebody in there
Yeah.
who's like for reals. Yeah. Who's not going to Rifkin up the whole thing.
I do know there are other people in the Ellis Lowe corral, but
Yes.
I don't have that list in front of me.
That's fine.
So
We'll do the recap another
Dreyfuss
time.
is not alone.
Right,
Know
right.
that, people.
Yes, I know. I do remember we put
Sleep
some.
soundly. Dreyfuss has company.
He's not a Lowe's.
It's-
A low.
An Ellis.
a low.
Nah, it's
No.
something. There's something,
Something there.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, sure. All right, Jaws.
Jaws.
You got anything else to say about Jaws?
No, done.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to talk about Doug or whatever the fuck they called that mechanical shark?
Oh yeah, the shark.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Was
yeah.
it Bruce?
I think it was Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broke all the time.
All right, I got
Whatever.
a little film here that I adore.
Ooh, I love the
And
sound
then
of this.
I never hear anyone talk about it.
Huh.
I never hear anyone say they love it.
Huh.
It's never come up in our conversations.
Huh.
And this is a movie I've seen a dozen times if I've seen it once. It's David O. Russell's masterpiece called Three Kings.
Oh no, this never comes up.
No, it never comes up.
I feel like I saw this a million years ago.
Did you?
I think so. Is this the one where they're in Iraq or whatever?
This is yeah.
Yeah.
This is a post Desert Storm situation.
Yeah, I think I did see this.
Involving three soldiers, all on a very similar mission. There's okay. So what we have here is we have Major Archie Gates, played by Clooney.
Right.
If you're making the argument that you seem dead set on making, that there is only ever one protagonist.
I'm not saying ever only, but in many cases.
Okay, if you're making that argument,
Yep.
that is not exclusively your argument, but it would be that character.
Sure.
And then you have Chief Elgin, who is played by Ice Cube.
Oh, right.
Played very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then SFC Troy Barlow, played by Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
And this is a David O. Russell film. I told you that he gave us American Hustle and Silver Linings Playbook and The Fighter and I Heart Huckabees and lots of great movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of him as a filmmaker. He's a local guy,
Right, Philly guy,
likes
yeah.
to set stuff in Philly, which is super fun.
Right. Right.
And I think Three Kings is kind of a masterpiece. Like it has this sort of socialist view to it. It has this sort of like there's a naughtiness to what they're doing, but there's also like you're fully cognizant and aware that it makes the most sense given their circumstance, and you forgive them all their little flaws. Like it really does. It has a lot of what our movie has, which is like what's good, what's bad, what's the shifting spectrum of what's acceptable given a circumstance.
I love that.
And it's a really great movie, and it really does like. They do the thing that you described. Like one of them will take the mantle of the protagonist or the lead protagonist, and then the other one will, and then it goes back to Clooney where we started, and then
right.
and it's just a great movie. It's super well written. It's incredibly well shot. There's tons to work with cinematically in a desert setting.
Yep.
You know,
I remember liking it when I saw it many years ago. Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's great, and I think it's a really strong argument in terms of like a trio of shared protagonists. I think it really makes a strong argument in that direction.
Nice.
Super belongs on this list.
I love it.
That's what I got.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Not one I had on mine. So that's fantastic.
See that?
Well done.
Yeah.
I'll go to another one that I know you like as well. I know you like this movie.
Do you think I like it enough to have it on my list?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right.
Oh, that's a very good question.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. But it's a little movie by David Fincher. Is that on your list?
I have zero Fincher.
Oh, there you go. And it's a great movie called Zodiac.
I love Zodiac.
I do too.
I love it so
I
much.
do too. And it's clearly a movie about the main character, Robert Graysmith. It's clearly his story.
Definitely.
Right? Played by your man, Jakey Gills.
He is my man.
But there are two other really strong characters who
Really strong.
pick up the mantle and make drastic changes to the story as it moves on.
Agreed.
And that's Paul Avery, played by, what's his face? Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey
Right,
Jr.
right.
And Dave Toschi, the San Francisco police cop, played by that guy.
I forget.
You know, it's the Hulk guy. He plays the Hulk now in those movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That dude,
That
whatever
guy.
his name is.
Yeah.
He's really great. I love him.
No, he is great.
Yeah,
Mark
he's great.
Ruffalo.
Thank you, Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo. That's
Yeah.
right. And so, in Zodiac, it's very much, we definitely see that it's Graysmith's story. We start with him and his world, the kid, and dropping him off at school. He's always late. He's running behind, all that kind of stuff. And it's such a procedural kind of movie that
It is.
You know, it's every little detail and every
Yeah.
lead is followed, and and it breaks off into a million directions because the mystery is so big and massive.
Yeah.
And it really kind of takes at least three people to kind of guide you through all the various dark alleys and
Right.
blind alleys and
Right.
things that you're running down,
Right.
trying to figure out who the Zodiac is. It takes place over years and over several counties in Northern California, and it's just such a massive.
So good. Sweeping.
It is
Sweeping.
it's epic, even
Spectacle epic of a
Yeah,
movie.
It's great.
It's really great.
It really is good if you haven't seen it, and all the performances are top notch. We were talking about Jakey Gills in this earlier. We were laughing about it, but he's just really, really good.
I mean, it doesn't get much better
No,
than that.
yeah, it's a great film.
It's a great film.
Great music.
I've been hovering over this the last few nights. Like
Zodiac?
I'm very close to rewatching Zodiac.
Oh, I
Like,
watch it all the time.
Yeah, me too. But like, it usually is a couple months in between or whatever.
Yep.
I've been like last couple of nights. I've been like, I'm close to this one.
Yeah, the
again.
thumb is hovering
Yeah.
over Zodiac.
I think
yeah.
I might even do it tonight because we talked about it. It's like
I love it.
it has it not to. I mean, this isn't relative to our topic, but like there's that stabbing scene by the lake.
Horrifying.
It's maybe the hardest thing I've ever had to watch.
It's terrifying.
And I guess I haven't had to watch it, but like,
Right.
it's so horrifyingly done.
Yeah, it's so real. It just
So
feels
real.
so real.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
There's no music
There's
to
no
like make it
music.
feel like it's fake or dramatic
you
or
hear
anything.
the knife entering the body.
The screams are off the chart,
screams
like
are off the
real.
charts.
Everything about it is so real.
the way that they both like don't really recognize how dire the situation is until it's too late is
Yep.
like it's like it does my heart in, man.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, get out of there.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so well done.
It is. It's
so
beautiful.
well crafted.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And there's tons of scenes like that throughout the movie.
It's so moody. You know, the movie is just like it's just such an air of mystery
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's great.
Who's the guy with the bald head and the watch? The guy that is
Yeah.
likely the Zodiac,
Yeah.
but like nobody could really prove it.
Yeah, that actor
That
is
actor
fantastic.
is so good.
Yeah, he's great in Fargo too,
He's
where
great
he
in
plays
Fargo, too.
Norm.
You're
he
right.
plays Francis McDormand's husband.
Yeah,
and,
you're right.
and he's Norm, who's just like the kindest,
And the
nicest
whole
guy ever.
other guy, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's a great actor.
He's
that guy.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really good. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to pay him off by looking that guy's name up, just because
I can't.
I mean,
I'll never. If I can't think of Mark Ruffalo, I'm not thinking of that guy's name. But I do love him, whoever he is. I
no,
love
he's
you.
fucking great.
Yeah, he's great.
He's fucking great. Good call on the Zodiac.
Huh.
I love that movie. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. All right, you got one for us?
I do. I have another one. I'm gonna get back to that guy's name though when you start babbling and I get
Yeah,
bored. I'm gonna
perfect.
look him up. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got the Lebowski and Three Kings. We did that one.
did those,
Carry the one. Write this down. Yeah, I'm doing a little math. This one, I don't know if I should go with a favorite that I have to sort of wedge in, or one that I think is just very clever.
Oh, okay.
Of mine.
Either one will work.
I'm gonna go with. I'll start with I'll leave the clever one
Okay.
because it's clever on so many levels.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm going to throw out a movie that I love and I've talked about all the time on this podcast and all the other podcasts. The Nice Guys.
Oh yeah, The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys.
So who's the third person?
The third person Well, we'll list all three just so everybody's on the same page, right?
Okay.
So you have Holland Marsh, played by Ryan Gosling.
Yep.
Right? Then you have your Jackson Healy, played by
Our man Russell
boy
Crowe.
Russell Crowe, a very plump and juicy Russell Crowe in this one. I love him in this one. I think he's as good as he's ever been. And then Holly Marsh, who is Holland's daughter.
Right. Okay.
Played by, I cannot pronounce her first name, but it looks like Angourie.
Close enough.
And then Rice. And she's phenomenal.
Yeah, I remember her being really
She's
good.
Incredibly good.
Yeah. Like a teenage daughter, right?
Teenage daughter, but like wise beyond her years, and like all that stuff that you love to do with kids in movies, like just make them like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're like, a kid?
Well, especially because Russell Crowe is such a bonehead loser, character in the movie, and she's so smart, right? It's kind of like
right. Well, she's Gosling's, but the same is true. Like he's also bumbling a bit, bumbling idiot. And he does like I've talked glowingly about this film, but the three of them are sort of united in an effort, and every once in a while one of them is carrying the weight, but they really do feel to me like a trio of protagonists heading towards the same spot.
So, do you feel like one is the leader above the other two?
It would either be Holland Marsh or Jackson Healy, right?
The two cops.
The two,
or private eyes or whatever they are.
Right, the two gentlemen.
Right.
One's a private eye, one's like hired muscle. It would either be those two, but Holly Marsh's story is in and of itself like protagonistable. Like it is something you could pin a whole story on, and they kind of do that. Like she has her own struggle and her own like it's united with her father, obviously, and her father's new partner, but it's also separate in that the father and father's new partner don't really get where she's coming from. So she's on her own journey.
Gotcha.
And sometimes she's moving the story along because of that.
Okay.
And I just love this movie so much. And it's like Shane Black, who wrote and directed it, I think is great. We know him from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I don't know if you ever saw that one.
Okay, heard of it, never saw it.
But a sparkling little gem of a film.
Okay.
Iron Man 3, which is weird, but it takes a swing.
Yeah, everybody does a good movie gets a shot at a marble.
Takes a swing.
Right? Yeah.
And then the Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, and then he gets writing credits for 3 and 4 because he created the characters, but he wrote those movies.
Yeah, they're fun.
We love those movies.
We were just talking about them recently, and they're so much fun. Yeah.
And there's definitely parts of the Nice Guys that feel like a Lethal Weapon movie a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, the two partners.
Yeah, two partners.
That's fun. Yeah,
and one's kind of a mess, and
right.
I mean, it's really good. And I guess I love that vibe. But then you add this like super precocious, super awesome teenage girl to the mix, and you have this trio of protagonists that's like really, really delightful.
I love it.
I love that movie.
That's great.
Yeah.
So before I present my next one, as a little,
a palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser. Yeah, exactly.
You know how you said you faded towards the end of episodes?
You see what's happening? It's the third one. It's always the third one. I just kind of fade away slowly.
Mark, rough palate cleanser.
Can't remember a goddamn thing. Luckily, I have my list here. But for the palate cleanser,
you got it. Let's do it.
In my research, I came across like a post somewhere on Reddit or somewhere. That a Quora, I think it was actually, but it was
look out.
Yeah, it was a post posted by an AI bot. Okay. Suggesting great plays and movies that have trio characters, right? Have a trio of protagonists.
Oh, I love this.
And so I wanted to share some of them because, like AI does, presented some really interesting things.
It will do that.
Yeah. So for plays, one of the plays it presented as a great trio of protagonists is one called it's a play by Neil Simon, which you've probably heard of, called The Odd Couple.
Sure. Yeah, it rings a bell.
Right. What could be better for three characters than a play known as The Odd Couple? Right. Which,
yeah.
Very, very good. The second one they presented was also a great choice. A little play, Edward Albee's first play, the long one act known as The Zoo Story. And you know this play.
I do.
How many characters are in The Zoo Story?
Not 3.
No, there's 2. And only 2.
Yeah.
So and the
That away AI.
The AI has a little summary of the play here too, which I think is hilarious, where it says the one-act play features two primary characters, Jerry and Peter, with the presence of a third character being more of a conceptual force in the dialogue. So it completely imagined some sort of third character, which I think is just brilliant.
Well, that's clearly what that play was missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that third character.
Conceptual third character in the dialogue. So for the movies.
Now we're talking. Here we go.
Okay, so one of the movies is suggested. I don't know. There's
12 Angry Men. I'm kidding.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
These are almost the real offender is almost as bad as that. So
great.
The one of them which was bad that they suggested, a great movie but a bad choice for this, was The Lighthouse, which I don't think you saw, but it's a great movie. Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are the only people in the whole movie. And so it's a great choice for a trio of protagonists.
You've seen this movie.
It's great. Yeah. It turned me around on Pattinson 100%.
You've seen The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
With Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good. Like, I was not a Pattinson person until I saw this movie, and I was like, I am now all in on Pattinson.
Is that what he calls his fans? Pattinson people? Pattinson people.
I am the president of the Pattinson People Fan Club.
Fathers and Pattinsons. You baffle me.
Why?
How do you come to watch a movie like that?
I don't know, I saw it somewhere on, Amazon streaming or whatever, and I was just like, that looks good.
Really?
And I watched it.
And you like a Defoe? Was Defoe
They're both great.
the tipping factor? But you didn't know. You didn't know about.
Yeah, I kind of went in.
What's his name?
Pattinson. That's right. I wasn't sure about Pattinson. I didn't dislike him. I just didn't know whether he was any good or
I don't
not.
even know what I've seen him in.
It's a great movie. What?
What have I seen him in?
That's a good question. What have you seen him in?
What else has he been in?
He was in the Twilight series.
No, I never saw. Of course, I never saw that.
Of course not.
Am I a teenage girl?
He was in Tenet, which also you
never
didn't see
saw.
because that's
No,
Christopher
I
Nolan.
don't watch those movies.
But he's great in that.
Okay.
He was in The Lighthouse.
But wouldn't that movie piss me the fuck off?
Probably.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be a Pattinson.
Lighthouse I didn't see.
Wouldn't be a Pattinson person. You'd be pissed off.
I'm definitely not a Pattinson person.
You got to give him a try.
I'm probably not a Pattinson person.
Give him a try.
But in what?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, the Lighthouse.
You don't have to get angry with me.
Try The Lighthouse.
Settle down.
Okay, but here's the other movie that the AI suggested, which I know you've seen.
Okay.
From 1981.
Okay.
My Dinner with Andre.
Love it.
And how many characters are in it?
Like throughout. Like maybe the most two-character movie there ever was.
I don't even know if you see another human being in the whole
There's like
movie.
a waiter or a waitress.
Yeah.
And are they a shared protagonist?
The AI suggests that the waitress serves as a third character.
I love it.
Contributing to the philosophical discussions throughout the movie.
So great.
Never happens
I called
in the movie.
it. No, they don't contribute anything.
Exactly. They bring drinks. Or whatever.
And food.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, just a little palate cleanser there. Okay. I'm going to move on to a little movie that I like a lot. I think you like it too.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
You're going to the...
Hold on. Arthur Lee Allen in Zodiac.
That's right. Played by... What?
John Carroll Lynch.
Who would they play? Who would they play? John Hamm, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Heather Graham, the boys from Wham. Who would they play? Who would they play? Chris Pratt, Chow Yun-Fat, Benjamin Bratt, Oliver Platt. Who would they play? Who would they play? Who would they play?
John Carroll Lynch. I've only seen him in a few things.
I love a three-named guy playing a three-named guy. That doesn't get any better, right?
In an episode about three characters.
Right?
This is great.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays Arthur Lee Allen.
There you go.
Or another
whoever.
three-name, like pick an assassin. There's tons of those with three names.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Lee Harvey Oswald.
For example.
Yeah. But this guy, I've seen him in Fargo, seen him in Zodiac. I saw him in one other movie. I don't even remember what it was, but he was like a kindly pastor at a church.
Could see that.
Real kindly, nice guy, but
totally
also
see that.
got up there and gave a sermon or two during the movie, that kind of thing. Yeah, really good. Where do we put him in this though?
I will also want to say I just saw this and he's in it. It was the Michael Keaton vehicle, The Founder.
Oh, I saw The Founder. Yeah.
He plays Mac McDonald.
Oh.
And he's really good.
I'm trying to remember him from the movie. It was a while ago.
Did you see The Founder?
I did. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he's prominent.
I don't remember.
He's like the McDonald part of the movie.
Did what's his name?
There's
Ray,
like
Ray
the
Kroc?
two brothers.
Does he like steal the idea from the guy? Or
Ray
something?
Kroc steals Mac McDonald's idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Gotcha. Ray Kroc is a fucking jackass. Like one of the worst humans imaginable.
Well, yeah.
Terrible.
But they made a movie
Michael
about him.
Keaton made him lovable.
Yeah,
somehow.
he did.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, from that. So where do we put him in ours? Though that's the big question.
That is the big question.
He's tall. He's got a major male pattern baldness thing working for him. Like really, like he owns that. Like he's working it.
Yeah.
It's his thing. You know?
As are you, my friend.
Oh,
What?
thank you. No, it's fine. I have it.
Are
We
you
all have
looking
it.
at this? Are you looking across the table at the mess that's going on the top of my head? Like I'm not. I'm owning it too, and I'm saying power to the bald people.
That's right. I see you, brother.
You know?
Yeah. So
Look at its glory.
it is good. I do love that. And you've decided to embrace it without the hat. You're still going without hats, which you've been doing for a while.
And you
now.
know how that was born?
I forget.
A mushroom trip.
Oh, I didn't know there was a mushroom trip that led you to not wear a hat
For
anymore.
sure, we talked about it.
We probably did.
I was
but-
on a mushroom trip, and I was hearing from the ether that it was time to let it breathe.
That's right.
You remember this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's been breathing, baby. It's been breathing.
And ever since, no mushroom trips have been like, put a lid on it, Jumbo, or anything like that. Nothing.
No, in fact, quite the opposite.
Oh, okay.
They've been like, see how much better your life has been since you followed our advice?
Well, does the ether tell you where to put John Carroll Williamson or whatever his name is in the movie?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like. He's also great in the Trial of Chicago 7.
Oh,
He's fucking phenomenal in that. I mean, that movie's just, I love that movie. Whatever. This
I
guy's
like that
great.
too. He is great.
And he's got such a range that you could practically put him anywhere.
Yeah. He definitely could do a bunch of different shit.
He's certainly imposing, which makes you go like maybe a Bud White.
Yeah, or
but
like
he also has this like really gentle side.
Or a Dudley, you know what I mean?
Or
like
a Dudley.
Smith,
That's,
you know?
I mean, I think that's where I may be leaning.
Because he's like kindly on the outside and evil on the inside.
He could do
kind of thing.
both.
Yeah.
Right. He could switch it up.
Right.
When it was time to be like Victory Motel Dudley, he'd be great.
Exactly.
And when he was like giving advice to Edley, he'd be great.
Yeah, because he can do both. You know, he's terrifying in Zodiac,
Terrifying.
and kindly in Fargo,
and in so many other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I see you have the pen hovered over the paper. I say put it in.
I forgot I was doing this. I've been poised to pull the cap off my pen for so long, I forgot I was doing it.
Do it. Pull
You
it
ready?
off. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So make him Dudley Smith.
Dudley Smith, baby.
I love it. Well, that happened.
We're
killing it.
We are killing it.
All right.
Killing that segment.
So the movie I was going to present to you
Yeah.
is one I really like, directed by Robert Redford.
Bobby Redford directed.
Yeah. And it's a little film called Quiz Show.
Oh.
Which I love a lot.
That's another one I want to rewatch.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't seen it for a long
Yeah,
time,
me
but
too.
I love it. And there are really three pivotal characters that sort of revolve around the movie and move in and out and up and down and all that kind of stuff.
One hundo.
You got Charles Van Doren, the handsome guy who gets the answers, played by Ralph Fiennes or
Ralph
somebody.
Fiennes.
Yeah.
The great Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, he's great.
He is.
Herb Stemple, played by John Turturro. Brilliantly.
Love it.
And then Richard Goodwin.
Fell in love with him all over again when I watched that movie.
He's great. Richard Goodwin, played by Rob Morrow. And the fake eyebrows they put on him. And for some reason in the movie. And he's also really good.
No, he's very good.
I love Rob Morrow.
So do I.
think he's really good.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting movie. And it's funny because these three characters all not only serve as the protagonists, but I think they also take turns as the antagonist at times.
Right.
Because sometimes we're like, oh, Charles Van Doren, he's the hero.
Right.
And Richard Goodwin's out to get him.
Yeah.
But really, Richard Goodwin is the one doing good, right? Like he's you know, and Stemple too is like sometimes we're all on Herb Stemple's tide, and then other times we're like, oh, what a dick. He's getting in the way of good stuff happening. He's the bad guy, you know.
Right.
So I just love that interplay of how they move back and forth and up and down and all that kind of stuff. It's fascinating.
Yeah,
to me.
it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Better than other movies that aren't as good.
I mean, hold up. Hold up.
No, I'm taking.
Can I quote you on that?
I'm taking a stand here,
That is
Zumbo.
going out on a limb, man.
You can put that on the poster.
Fuck, you're bold.
L'audace, toujours l'audace.
Wait, translate.
Audacity, always audacity.
Oh, yeah.
That's my motto for 2025.
That's you, baby. That is you. If there ever was a motto for you, it's that one.
Have you seen my sneakers? I mean, can we talk about audacity? They scream
The plainest
audacity.
mid-level sneaker you'd ever... I mean, what do you want for $60? It's a fine sneaker for a pittance. So
I have so many on my list. This is just crazy.
you do?
Oh my God.
Oh, great, because this is my last one.
I've
Hold
got
up.
like 8 or 9, 10 more.
Motherfucker, then you need to like do 2 or 3 in a row here.
Should I double? Or I was thinking we could just run through some quickies at the end.
I mean,
Just
I
kinda
got like 2 honorable mentions, but I got like
Okay.
1 more I want to talk about, and then 2
Let's
that
do
are
it.
like, this is funny.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
We'll run. I'll do the honorable mentions pretty quick. But give me your next big one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one. This is the clever one.
Oh, I love this.
This is the one that will make everyone go like, fucking Zumbo.
Oh man.
He just nails it every goddamn time.
Every time.
Double nickel. This guy could not miss in that episode. So I think it's the only film on either of our lists that only has 3 people in the cast.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? It's already. I mean, look, put me down. I know you want to carry me out on your shoulders right now. let me get through this. Okay. And then we'll do the celebration.
Okay.
It's a little film by director Michael Carenti.
Okay.
You know this guy?
I can't think of a Carenti film I've seen. I'm sure I've
He's
seen one.
responsible for a film called Lucy's,
Okay.
a film called Brotherhood,
Okay.
a film called Brooklyn Rules,
I am not familiar with any of these yet.
a film called Outside Providence.
I've heard of that one.
Okay. It stars Dusty Hoffman,
Uh-huh.
Dennis Franz,
I know this movie
and
now.
Sean Nelson.
I know this movie.
This is American Buffalo.
There you go. American Buffalo.
That's right. Now, as someone, I don't know why I got all Seinfeldy there. As someone who directed this show in college, like I've done a fair amount of work on this one.
Yeah.
I've read like every review that was ever written about it, have my own takes on it.
Uh-huh.
Really feels like a 3-headed monster to me.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Yeah.
they are 3 people existing as a family unit.
Yep.
And that family unit has a goal.
Yep.
And it is collective. And none of them knows how to communicate it to the other one. But through all of that conflict and friction, the story gets propelled forward.
Okay.
And ends in a place with like they're like they are their own protagonist and antagonist. It's like it is a really very self-contained story,
Right.
involving only 3 people, but like containing multitudes. If you'll excuse the nonsense.
True.
There's a lot there.
There it certainly is.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think now you know the play better than I do because you did it, you directed it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I always was of the mind, so correct me if I'm wrong, that like Teach, for example, was the antagonist because he was always getting in the way of them accomplishing the goal.
True. But he's also the driving force towards what each character wants.
Ah.
He moves everyone towards what they all say they want, which is to take this guy off his coin.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I think this is what makes it incredibly good in a script form. The movie, not so
Yeah,
much.
not so good.
Unfortunately,
Not
not
so
so
good,
much.
yeah.
But in script form, like, you really can make a really strong argument that all 3 people have a right to this story. And that's what I fell in love with about it, and the fact that it is a family more than a criminal, another criminal, and some heroin addict. Like, it just feels like a family to me, as much as any family play does. And I do feel like they are essentially a unit that moves forward together despite themselves.
Right.
You know?
And I love, like, it happens more in plays than in movies. You don't see as much in movies because you have more freedom, I guess, for some reason in plays.
Yeah.
But I love in plays when characters switch roles in the structure of the story. Like like they kind of do in American Buffalo. And another example I would say is Sleuth. You know the play Sleuth.
I do, yeah.
Where the two guys, it's just two characters, and they switch back and forth between who's the protagonist, who's the antagonist, almost by act.
Yeah.
And they switch back, and I love that. And even within the third act, I think they switch back and forth a couple. Same in Death Trap, they do the same thing where who's the protagonist, who's the antagonist, they keep switching, and I love that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, and I love it here too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's great. That's a good one. That's very clever, Zumbo.
Well, see? Also, just as an addendum, David Mamet, huge piece of shit, said some real huge piece of shit things this week.
He did too.
Just a fucking huge piece of shit.
Just a garbage
man.
Walked out of a podcast.
Just a garbage man now.
Like can no longer defend himself or his ridiculous notions because there's such bullshit.
Because he had to walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to just walk out.
I was thinking about this a lot this week after I read about it, and like every colleague sends me that shit because they know I'm a Mamet guy, and they're like, "See," and I'm like, "I get it, but like, it forced me to think a lot about it, unfortunately. But I like really came to the point like it's so much easier for me to understand what's happening to my country and the world if I can see those people as dumb. But I can't. But David Mamet is brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he's eating
that's
it up
a real
too.
hurdle for me.
Yeah, and Jewish at the same time.
Yeah,
like embracing fascism.
Baffling.
Yeah.
Baffling.
And being Jewish at the same time, and being very Jewish about his Jewishness.
He's
you know
so
what I mean? Like,
Jewish about his Jewishness.
And embracing fascism. Like, it makes no sense to me. It's just mind-boggling.
It is.
It's
it
really...
is. Like, I would like a team of psychiatrists working round the clock to just give me a hint of what happened or what's going on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Makes zero sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's hard. It's really hard to watch.
I'm glad I have you to talk about that with, because you get it as deeply as anybody would, and I appreciate it. It's hard to sit through.
Oh, it really is. It's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to something more fun.
Yeah, please.
So I've got one here that I think, and I guess this will wrap up my big ones, and then we'll do some honorable mentions.
Love it.
This one, I think, to me, is the closest one to LA Confidential, to sort of how the characters work in LA Confidential to this other movie.
Dig it.
And I think it's a good movie. Like I think it has also evaporated from our modern consciousness for various reasons. It was a product of its time.
Gotcha.
But I think it's a good movie, and I really love it. And it's a little ditty starring Jane Fonda.
Oh, I love Jane Fonda.
Lily Tomlin. And one Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Called 9 to 5. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's Jane Fonda stars.
Good call.
Stars as Judy Burnley, who's a sort of mousy, quiet, reserved woman who's taking a new job as a secretary after a failed marriage, and it's her first foray back into the workforce.
Yes.
Lily Tomlin plays Violet Newstead, who's the old hand at the secretary pool that she's been put into, and serves as like the mentor for Judy. And Dorley Rhodes, played by Dolly Parton.
The great Dolly Parton.
Who is the misunderstood, voluptuous one who everyone seems to think it's favored treatment because of her voluptuousness.
Underestimated at every turn.
Yeah.
Not unlike Dolly herself.
And they're all arrayed eventually together against a very common foe who is their boss, like in our movie.
Yes.
Played by Dabney Coleman, and it's a delicious turn of evil.
Yes.
So to me, I'd love to do They Come in Threes with these three characters, because I think this is as close as we're going to get.
Let's do it.
They come in threes, and suit our main characters to varying degrees. From stooges to little pigs to the fucking Bee Gees. Watch out, they come in threes.
Watch out.
They're coming. And not one by one either. They're coming in a trio, a group of three. So look out. Be careful.
Duck! Here come three things.
Look out, there's three of them.
I love Watch Out. That's just a great little filler. Watch out.
Okay, so 9 to 5, they're
what a way to make a living.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all taken and no given.
Oh my God, ain't that the truth? So you got these three people who work in the same place, doing the same job, but are very different and have different skills and different abilities and things like that. How do they match up with our cast?
I believe you have this worked out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'll give you my take on it.
Great.
I think that Judy Burnley, played by Jane Fonda,
Right.
is Exley. He's sort of the least experienced of the three.
Yeah.
And the sort of low man on the totem pole is the beginning. She's not as focused on advancement as Exley is. That's the problem.
Right.
But she does wear glasses. So there's that. And then you got Violet Newstead.
Yeah.
Played by Lily Tomlin, who's like the old hand at the office, knows the ins and outs. She knows how to get around all the potential potholes, and
That's right.
it's got the back room things to do. That's Vincennes.
That's definitely
to me.
Jackie V.
And then Dorley Rhodes is the most physically imposing, let's say. That's sort of the most, So that would be Bud White.
I'm just going to give you enough bra strap to hang yourself.
Well, I mean, you don't want to tussle with her because she's good with a lasso and the whole thing. She can.
I do and I don't. You know, I don't, but I do. I do and I don't. You know what I mean?
I do know what you
Yeah.
mean. So that would be the way I would have them.
Yes.
You have
No,
any-
I think that's great.
Okay,
It's
good.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
It's perfect.
And it's such a. It's like I said, this movie has disappeared.
And then
kind of.
and then Dudley and Dabney,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, fits
like
perfectly.
even that is like it's a good alignment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's the other woman in the office, Roz, who's like snitching on everybody. Remember that? Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember Roz.
Oh, she's like the secretary who's like the secret ear of the boss in the secretary pool, and then snitches people and stuff. So she's like the Sid Hudgens of the thing.
Yeah.
It's all there. I mean, I really do think that maybe LA Confidential was based on 9 to 5. Because it's
heavily ripped off 9 to 5. It's very clear.
So similar. They're practically the same movie. But I love 9 to 5. It's a great movie. It has, because it's sort of now super old fashioned with secretaries and sitting at typewriters and all that kind of stuff.
It's a time capsule.
It is a time capsule, but still so much fun and really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember really loving that.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And it lived on. There was a TV show of 9 to 5 that lasted like 5 seasons, which is crazy to think of. And then there's the musical version, which they did a few years ago, which wasn't bad either. I saw that on Broadway and it was actually pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
And people revisit the film. It's kind of like it's kitschy and
it is kitschy.
You know, it's like there's an empowerment vibe. There's
it's a girl power. Yeah, girl power.
Feminine empowerment thing
Absolutely.
happening there, and that's really cool for being as early as it was in pop culture.
The late great Sterling Hayden shows up at the end as like the big boss and has a little cameo appearance, which I love.
Yeah.
So it's great. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's really fun.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some quick hitters here.
Quick hitters, yeah. This one, I'm just gonna say it. There's not a lot of comedies on our list.
Hey, we just did one, didn't we?
Is that 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Okay.
The Hangover.
Oh, The Hangover. Okay.
The Hangover.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a foursome. They lose one. And now it's like a three-headed monster, all moving the story forward, all sharing it equally.
Uh-huh.
The goal is very clear: to get to find their friend, figure out what the fuck happened, and find their friend. And it's the story. The burden of the story seems equally shared, and the antagonistic forces seem equally propelled on all three of them. So yeah, it seems like pretty close to a shared triumvirate.
But Bradley Cooper would be the lead, sort of, if you had to pick one. Right? Maybe not.
I mean, why?
I don't
Because
know.
he's handsome?
Yes, that's exactly right.
I've
never seen the movie.
I
but
think if you see it, yeah, they all have their things.
Okay.
It's not like extra specially focused on Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
He is handsome.
Yeah, but isn't he the one with the problem that he's getting married and then they do this thing and all that stuff?
It's the fourth guy is getting married and he goes away. They wake up wedding day, don't know where he is.
Okay, gotcha.
And it's the three of them having to find him and fix the thing.
Got it. Okay.
And then getting clues about what happened during their night and all of that stuff.
Gotcha.
And I don't have to fucking blow sunshine up this movie. Ass people love it, and it's because it's hilarious.
Right.
And then the sequels get way the fuck out of hand. But like that's a movie that I think it's definitely a shared protagonist situation.
I got a similar one for you.
Okay,
Another
great.
comedy.
Lay it on me.
Ferris Bueller's Day
Ferris
Off.
Bueller's Day Off. There's definitely 3 of those people.
Exactly.
Taking on the Sitai.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you got one of them who's like the dead weight, trying to like whatever that
For
kid's
sure.
name is, trying to
Cameron.
Cameron's getting in the way of Ferris having his good time.
He's
or
going to
whatever.
keep calling me and calling me. I love Cameron. Cameron was like, I identify with Cameron pretty hard.
That actor is really good.
He's great.
I saw him on Broadway in an Alan Ayckbourn play one time, and he was great. Yeah,
His name is Alan as well. Alan Ruck.
Alan Ruck. That's right. Yeah, he's really good. So I just wanted to throw that one in because that was another comedy.
No, he's great. Can we talk about Ferris for a second, though?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. The movie is called Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Correct.
Implying protagonists.
True. It does. And I would agree with you. Ferris Bueller is definitely the lead.
If there was ever an
protagonist.
example of two supporting cast members on Ferris's journey, that's it.
I totally agree. 100%. I'm with you.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. I had, here's a good one. Ghostbusters. Yeah. There's 3 guys, clearly,
Definitely.
right? But one of them is clearly the lead.
And a black guy. But that happens later.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he doesn't really get to be part of the group, does he? Because it's really about the other 3 guys and really about one of the 3, which is Venkman. So Bill Murray's character is clearly the lead one, and the other 2 do act as protagonists here and there.
I agree.
They do take the lead.
Yeah. They definitely take the lead.
They definitely do. Yeah. But it's really most focused on the Bill Murray character.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Another
I'm with
comedy.
you.
How about that?
Yeah.
We're lousy
I
with
got
comedies
one. I
all
got
of a
one. I
sudden.
think that is a lot like that.
Okay.
For an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I will give you the Untouchables.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, where you jettisoned a black guy, I jettisoned a little Jew. and we have the trio.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
And you know, it's Elliot Ness's story,
Clearly.
obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
But
Yeah.
they all sort of carry the burden through the film.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Another one, this is also sort of a comedy too, is Broadcast News, which is a great movie.
Phenomenal movie.
Holly Hunter plays Jane, who's the...
Mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
No, that's Network.
Oh.
Broadcast News is the one with Holly Hunter.
Oh, Holly Hunter.
Yeah, Holly Hunter and William Hurt and Albert Brooks.
Yeah, right.
And they have the 3 of them.
The sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sweating, exactly.
yeah.
And it's clearly Holly Hunter's movie.
Yes.
But and I would say that Tom, the William Hurt character, is actually the antagonist. So it's not really like 3 heroes working together. But they do sort of operate that way at times in the movie. So it's an interesting, again, another like interesting interplay where they kind of share the protagonist role. But actually Tom seems to be, to me anyway, is more antagonist than protagonist.
Right.
But it's a great movie. People don't really talk about much anymore.
Not anymore, no.
But
that's rewatchable. That is.
Oh man, it's
that is
so
going
good.
on the list.
Yeah, that's a good one. So good.
That's going on the list.
Put it on the list. Put it on the Cadillac list.
Okay.
You got any more?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Do it.
Quick hitter.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Neo,
yeah.
Morpheus, Trinity.
Yep.
Right.
Clearly Neo's movie.
Sure. But you know, the battle has been being waged by Morpheus
Forever.
Low these many years.
That's right.
Neo
Yeah.
is very new to that.
Right.
And so it's been his burden, and he sort of starts to share it with Neo.
Right.
And Trinity's also been there, probably fighting for a good long while.
Right.
And I do feel like they're sharing that journey. But you're right. I mean, Neo's the guy with the
He's the one.
He's the one.
Yeah.
that's
He's
right.
The one.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Not the 3.
Yeah, no, that's right.
The one.
That's right. That's right. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Let's see. Here's another one that I like. True Grit. Either version, the 1969 version or the
Give me the
more current
update.
one.
Give me the Jeff Bridges
got-
every time.
Yeah, you got Maddie,
Yeah.
the young 15-year-old girl who's on the. It's clearly her story because
Love
she's
her.
the one trying to get avenge her father's
To her father.
death.
Yeah.
But she's helped immensely by Rooster Cogburn and Mr. LaBeef, played either by Matt Damon in the modern one or in 1969, played by that great Shakespearean actor Glenn Campbell. And so, yeah, it's definitely Maddie's definitely the main protagonist of the story, but certainly Rooster takes on that mantle a lot because there's lots of stuff that she just can't do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
for a good portion of the movie, he's the one leading the
Totally.
action forward.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
You got another?
Charlie's Angels.
Oh, Charlie's Angels. Sure.
That's all I have to say about that.
I've never seen the movie versions.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
They're not worth seeing, but it is an example of like shared protagonists.
Is there a Bosley?
Yeah, there is.
There is? Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You got to have a Bosley.
Yeah, I think it was Bill Murray
Oh.
in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
fun.
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
Bill
that's
Murray.
fun. You got to have Bill Murray.
fucking Murray.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Got to have him.
Cameron fucking Diaz. Yeah, come on.
Come on. What are we doing?
Show me a poster. Let's sell tickets already. Like, I know what this is.
All right. I'll run through a couple quick ones. Once Upon a Time in the West.
Don't know it.
It's a great spaghetti western by Sergio Leone.
Uh-huh.
You haven't? Oh man, you've got to see this movie.
Okay.
It's one of the best ever.
Okay.
So good. But there's 3 characters.
Wait, one of the best westerns ever, or just one of the best movies ever?
Yes, both. It's so freaking good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
All right.
So Once Upon a Time in the West has a character called Harmonica, played by
One of the best, you say?
yes, absolutely, played by the great this guy. It's this guy, the one who talks like
Bronson?
Charles Bronson. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then there's
Hey, no problem.
hey, no problem.
I'm happy to help wherever I can.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, no problem.
Then there's Cheyenne, played by Jason Robards, who's
Oh.
like an old broken down gunslinger
Love
kind
me
of
some
character.
Jason Robards.
He's great. And then there's much like in our movie, there's former or current prostitute Jill McBain, played by Claudia Cardinal, who sort of
Do
is
you want to talk about that?
is sort of involved with both of the guys.
Okay.
It's a great movie, and Henry Fonda plays a bad guy named Frank. It's If I Can Be Frank, it's a great movie. So yeah, please do yourself a favor, get inside Once Upon a Time in the West.
Get inside it.
Get it in your head.
I'm going to do it.
It's long, it's slow, but you'll love it. I'm telling you. The score by Ennio
He's up
Morricone.
on the hard sell, buddy.
The score by Ennio Morricone is one of his best.
Sure.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally do that one. A couple of did you have something else?
No.
Okay. A couple of quick ones by Martin Scorsese.
Uh-huh.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
We got Henry, of course. It's
Yeah, I mean,
definitely Henry's
that's why I
story.
steered clear of it.
And then
It
Jimmy and
seems so
Tommy.
obviously,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jimmy and Tommy
But
definitely.
he's riding with a couple of fellas.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then Casino, which is clearly
Another example of
Ace
it, yeah.
Rothstein's movie.
Uh-huh.
But then you got Nicky and Ginger also
Definitely.
causing mayhem along the way. Apollo 13, because you got 3 guys in the capsule.
You definitely do.
You got Lovell, Hayes, and Swigert
yeah, I mean,
in there.
Yeah.
No,
That's a good call.
kind of, except that Gene Kranz is like another huge part of the story, and so is Ken Mattingly. And
Absolutely.
They're
and they're not, it's not just 3 of them.
No,
but,
it's a bad.
but there's 3 of them enduring the trials.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A real interesting one, I think, is Psycho, because look at the face on this guy. Yeah. So Psycho is we start the movie following Marion Crane, who then gets murdered at the end of the first act.
Right.
So now we've lost our protagonist
Sure,
essentially.
sure.
So someone has to become the protagonist from that point on.
Yeah.
And then it's her sister Lila and her boyfriend, what's his face? John Gavin plays him in the movie, and they kind of take on the roles. And then at other times, it's sort of like, and Martin Balsam also kind of jumps in and picks up the slack a little bit here and there as Abrogast. So I just love that movie because it may not be a good one for the trio, but it does like break up the protagonist into several people. I guess
Are we
is
just
what I'm
talking
saying.
about movies we like now?
No. But this is one where the protagonist is like broken up into several characters across the movie. That's kind of why I included it.
I gotcha.
It may not be 3, but and then Apollo 13 is kind of like that too, where it's like it takes that role and kind of splits it out
I gotcha.
among several characters across movies. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. So that was all of my, I guess, honorable mentions there.
Okay.
So some of my suggestions were just as bad as the AI ones, I guess. Although at least they had more characters.
It did feel like you just started talking about movies you were into. And it didn't. The premise no longer just kind of slipped through your fingers a little bit.
At least I didn't go under 3 characters. I kept it to 3 or
You
more.
kept it to 3 or more. Yeah,
So
that's true.
Greater than 3.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't my dinner with Andre. You
Right,
didn't,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't dip into that.
You did not, no.
So that was I commend myself for that.
Buddy, that was fun.
It was fun.
That was super fun.
I love talking about like all that kind of shit, like the structure of the movie and how the protagonist is used and what,
Absolutely.
how that all works and
Absolutely.
why a story works well in one movie and in another movie the story just doesn't work because of one reason or 1,000 reasons or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all that.
But safe to say, even though we hit on some bangers that like really test the theory, I think LA Confidential feels like the most, still to me, feels like the most shared. Like because they take like 33.33% of the story, kind of.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the distribution maybe not as pure in some of these.
Correct. Yeah, that's true.
And so yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to keep holding our movie up for whatever reason.
And so let's go back to something we hit on earlier was so you don't think that there is a lead protagonist in LA Confidential of the three? You think it's completely equal?
It's not Ed Exley.
It's not Ed Exley.
No, it's not.
Well, that's my point.
I know.
Is that it is Ed Exley is the lead protagonist.
Yes.
And the other two, while they are very important and they take on the protagonist role from time to time, it's really Ed is really the lead character in the movie. Do you want to know my reasons why?
I'm happy to listen to them.
Well, I think he is the one I think who changes the most. Like we hear those three questions at the beginning of the movie, and at the end they're paid off when he shoots Dudley in the back.
Right.
And so that shows a change because in the beginning he would say no
unwilling
to
to do
those.
that, yeah.
And then the big change is at the end. He now has learned that that's what sometimes has to happen in life and or police work or whatever. And he embraces it and does it. Also, he's the only one still standing. Like the protagonist usually takes down the bad guy.
That's true.
And he's the only one still standing available to take down Dudley.
He definitely is. Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. It's true.
So those are the couple of the reasons I think
points.
it's Ed.
Yeah.
You're not buying it.
I don't have a strong argument against it, and I recognize that, but I don't. It just doesn't feel like that to me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll continue to explore this.
We will as we go through the movie because there are a few points where I think that we haven't gotten to yet in our random look at the different scenes out of order. We haven't gotten to one of those yet where I can say, oh, see, now this is why it's Exley doing this and not one of the other two.
Right.
Shows that he's the lead protagonist, and that's why he's the one doing that.
I mean,
not one of the others.
It's inarguable that he changes the most. That's 100% true. And so if that's the definition, then
that's one criteria.
I have zero legs to stand on. But I'm
think,
taking more of an emotional take on this, and it just doesn't feel that way to me.
I think Vincennes could have been the one who changed the most if he didn't get murdered.
He didn't get murdered, yeah.
Right. So he never got the chance.
Right. But that still feels like it's because he started that change. It's like it's still a third of his story, you know?
Yeah. It is. His story was cut short for sure. Like if he had taken down Dudley in the kitchen there instead of the other way around,
right,
we'd be having a different conversation.
We sure would.
Right? So
yeah.
But it's fascinating. I love this stuff.
It is great.
I could talk about it all day.
Same.
Would you like to?
With you?
That's the choice. Yeah, that's the only option right now. Anyway,
you were probably the only one willing to talk about this movie with me all day. So I guess beggars can't be choosers.
I guess that's true. But we don't have to. We have months and months,
episodes sprawled out in front of us,
years of podcasting ahead of us that we have to do.
Years.
Yeah.
As the world outside of this room crumbles, we will continue to talk about LA Confidential.
As best we can. Yeah, that's absolutely right.
And we'll contextualize it as best we can.
Yeah. And if you guys have any movies of great threesomes of protagonists,
good call.
Write them in. We love to get the mail.
Yeah.
Send them into our Gmail, which is at Confidentially Speaking Podcast, I think, at gmail.com.
Is that right?
I think that's right. Confidentially Speaking Podcast at gmail.com.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, our memorable Blue Sky handle at confidentially at Blue Sky. Hop on there.
You really nailed that one, buddy.
Write us write us some words, because there's others. There are many others like that we didn't touch on. Mostly one famous one that I'm not that familiar with, which would be like the Harry Potter kids. Those 3 kids in the Harry Potter movies. Very popular choice.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I don't know much about it, so I eschewed it for this. But yeah.
Yeah. Right. Because it is. Yeah. And then those 3 have a pretty big supporting cast, but
Yeah.
it is 3 of them.
I mean, it's clearly Harry Potter's story, right? Because he's the one we're following.
I think
He's the one with the special.
Like if Ferris
birthmark.
Bueller's in the title,
Maybe.
that's the protagonist.
Maybe. Not always. Right? Not always.
I mean, well, you know what the next question is, right?
Yes. Does it give me one that's not?
You want to come back to that like next week or something?
There are lots. I'm going to have to track. I'm going to have to think about that for a minute. But there are certainly lots of movies where the title character is not the protagonist. And it may not be just their name in the title. Like it may be, there's one that's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of what it is, where it's blah, blah, blah. Like there's something about Mary.
Okay.
How about that? She's not the protagonist. She's probably the antagonist.
That's
actually,
true.
in that movie.
But okay. All right. If the title is something akin to Ferris Bueller's Day Off, not like there's something about Mary, yeah, totally get it. Not the titular character.
Right.
You know, but there is a Mary in the story. The story is about the guy.
Right.
I get that.
Right. But like The Curious Tale of Benjamin Button is clearly Benjamin Button's story.
Definitely.
Right? Going to be about him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay.
But I don't think it's always the case. You know what I mean? Like it really does depend on how the title is set up, I guess. You know?
Okay. Outside of there's something about Mary, I'm not sure there's many. But let's think about it.
Well, I'll give you another one. A movie I brought up recently.
Okay.
An old movie called Laura. Laura's not the protagonist of Laura, believe it or not. So,
but Laura's the object of the protagonist.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Same like there's something about Mary.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So okay.
But just called Laura.
Yeah.
So,
Fair. Fair.
There you go.
Fair.
There's another one. There's another movie with Jane Fonda. I can't think of what it's called, but it's one of the names of the character, and it's not Jane Fonda's character, and she's the lead character.
Okay.
But I can't.
I trust you.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some.
All right.
But most of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All I'm saying is it's not always the case. That's all.
That's fair.
Don't want to mislead anybody.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Good. So there's that one. So if you guys think of any other like trios that are among your favorites in moviedom or whatever, send them in. Let us know what you think.
Give them to me.
Yeah.
Good. No, let's have them. Go. Give them to me.
Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you. So there's a new Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Out. Do you have you seen any of the other Fantastic Four movies?
I've seen the other 2. The
good.
previous 2 iterations.
Okay, so there were like 2 of the first iteration, right? And then there was one of the later ones.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I saw the first one of the 2 and then the Redux.
Gotcha. And
So
then
1 and 1.
Have you seen the new one at all? No,
not
me
yet,
neither.
no.
I'm curious. Nah.
I'm definitely curious. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Yeah, I'm not going to run out, I don't think. But do you have a favorite Fantastic Four movie? This is where I was going. Of the 2 that you've watched, which, by the way, I think that the first, I saw a little bit of the first go round. Pretty terrible.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Pretty bad. And when, what's his name, plays Johnny Storm, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Later, of course, goes on to play Captain America, but back then was playing Johnny Storm.
Yeah, that's right.
He's perfectly cast, actually.
Absolutely.
But the whole movie just kind of stinks.
Agreed.
Yeah. And then they made a sequel. And then there was the next one where they made it.
And don't forget Leo Fishburne was the Silver Surfer in that one. Destroyer of worlds.
How could I forget?
He just, he's worth watching in that movie. He's not. I mean, he's just a voice, but
right.
He's good in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good tip.
Yeah.
And then in the next iteration, they went super young. They were like, these are going to be the youngest Fantastic Four ever.
Yeah, it was like a science fair discovery.
Yeah, like teenagers or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Miles Teller
was supposed to be the oldest. Reed Richards was supposed to be the oldest of the group of Reed Richards. And he was probably wasn't 30 when he did the movie.
No,
so
probably not, no.
Yeah. So,
and I do love me some Miles Teller. So I do too. I was really rooting for that one.
Yeah.
But it's so great.
Michael B. Jordan. B. Jordan plays Johnny Storm in that one. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Not a fan of his, as you know.
I mean, he does a great hothead, so it kind of works for Johnny Storm. But it's I
mean, if he can clench his jaw and get the emotional pitch across, you're golden. But if you know what I mean,
I totally know what you mean. Yeah. All right, so if you have to pick one of the two iterations or any other Fantastic Four movie,
Yeah,
because those aren't the only ones.
that's right.
So if you had to pick your favorite Fantastic Four movie, which one would you pick?
It would be the one with Miles Teller.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's terrible, but it gets closest.
Closer than the previous
I think
generation.
so.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I think so.
For me, the best Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles. Because that's exactly what it is. There's a stretchy person.
No, for sure.
There's a strong guy.
Yeah.
There's a speedy person.
Yeah.
And there's an invisible girl.
Totally.
So, and it's clearly the most entertaining.
Those movies are great.
Yeah.
Those movies are great.
Yeah.
I watch them all the time.
The most entertaining Fantastic Four movie you'll find
Totally.
is not a Fantastic Four movie.
Totally, but you're not gonna find a Victor Von Doom.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, it is borrowed heavily.
Yeah.
You know, in
Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of the powers and stuff. But,
Yep.
I wouldn't consider it a Fantastic Four movie,
You're a purist.
just personally.
I started watching this one that was from way early. It's from like the 80s. And I
I
don't know if
remember
it was
hearing
like,
that there was one.
I don't know if it's like a direct to
I never
VHS
saw it.
situation
Yeah.
or what, but it is pretty bad. Although I applaud them for kind of almost sticking to the comic book
Really?
a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. There's a Victor Doom and
Uh-huh.
the whole thing. So there's some weird scenes in it when Reed Richards is in college and Sue and Johnny Storm are like 8 years old, and Sue Storm is like already in love with him, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then he comes back like 10 years later or whatever, and now she's 18 and gorgeous, and so it's a little goofy. I have not made it through the whole thing. I'm only like 20 minutes in. They haven't even transformed into the Fantastic Four yet, so it's pretty bad.
But you're going to keep plugging away at it?
I might give it a little more time, but it's pretty bad. I just want to see what happens now because, it's kind of like a train wreck. I have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting
Yep.
novelty, I guess. So there you go.
I'd call that a novelty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a novelty.
Yeah.
A low budget novelty at that.
I mean, I love watching that just to see what they tried to get away with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that stuff's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
So, well, this episode is coming to a screeching halt.
That's right.
Just absolutely slowing its velocity intensely. The brakes are being pumped. The brake fluid.
You're pumping the brakes.
Oh, well, I'm slamming on them.
You're standing on the brakes, but then also pumping them. Fascinating.
I'm sort of jumping up and down on the brakes.
Yeah.
Trying desperately
Uh-huh.
to do whatever I can
Yeah.
to end it.
Have you had to pump your brakes in an accident ever? Did you
Good
ever
question.
start losing control of the podcast? I mean, the car?
I have pumped them like in a rainstorm.
Yeah, in a rainstorm.
Like I've noticed that the
You've
brakes
done a
feel
little pump?
wet. I've done a little pump to try to get the brakes
to
dry.
clear off the,
Yeah, squirt the water
But not
out.
because you were afraid of skidding out by locking them up,
No, I don't think I've done
which
that.
is why mostly they tell you to pump the brakes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we have anti-lock.
Also, that when you're getting ahead of yourself, like just like, hey, pump the brakes. Pat.
That's right. Well, now we have anti-lock brakes, so we don't have to pump them anymore.
Well, I don't.
Well, you don't have a car,
No,
so don't worry about
no.
it. But
the brakes on my bike lock the fuck up.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
No,
It's not dangerous.
I don't think so.
Do you have front and rear brake on your bike?
Just the front.
Just the front.
Yeah, that's right.
See, that's the thing because you're likely to go over the handlebars.
I will not.
if you squeeze too hard.
No, I ride a fixed gear bike,
And
which with pedal resistance, you can brake the rear tire as well as the front tire.
so you can do the old school like when we were kids and
Yeah, but it's not like a coaster brake. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't engage a brake by pedaling backwards. It
Okay.
is just counter resistance on a system that is.
Gotcha.
If the wheel is turning, the pedals are turning, and vice versa. Right.
Gotcha.
There's
Okay,
no
so it's
free
like,
wheel. There's no
Right.
coasting
Got it.
in my method of bike riding.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like engine braking in a way, like when you're
Exactly.
on a motorcycle.
Exactly. Yeah, you're downshifting.
Yeah,
basically.
you come off the throttle and then the engine
Exactly.
doesn't run as fast, and so that helps to slow you down.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this again?
Because bikes, man.
Well, this was fun.
Well, welcome to LA Camp for Bicycles.
It's a journey.
We had a reason. We had a
We
reason.
did because we were pumping the brakes on the end. We're trying.
That's right.
Desperately.
Yeah, pump the brakes, mister. You always get a mister with pump the brakes.
Oh, do you?
I think so.
Okay.
I would say that phrase is uttered with a mister on the end of it 70% of the time.
You hear that a lot? Pump the brakes, mister?
I have heard that.
Okay.
Historically.
What about a female? What do they hear?
Bitch.
Okay. Good. Glad we had this talk.
I mean, just telling you what I've heard.
Okay.
You
That's
know?
fair. That's you're just.
Things
I'm not
happen
gonna.
in the wild.
I'm not gonna shoot the messenger.
I'm reporting them
Yeah, that's all good.
as they've been recorded
Yeah, you can't control
by
what
mine
happens.
own eyes and ears.
Yeah, you can't control what other people do.
That's absolutely right.
It's not your problem.
Nope.
So, we'll be back again.
You made this dictate.
I know
You did it. Yeah, we'll be back again.
Okay. And we'll do stuff and talk into microphones and
This is
things. This is how
This
we
is
do
how it goes.
it. So until then,
Yeah.
there's only one thing left to say.
Bye.
Bye bye.